World War III has been scheduled since the beginning of time. Astrology? No. The Mazzaroth, which God himself said that he put in the sky. This celestial calendar that God said on page 1 was for signs and for seasons. Hold up. The revelation of Jesus Christ, that series of events spelled out in the last book of the Bible, that whole story plays out in the heavens via the constellations, just like it plays out on the earth. Because the stars in the night sky are a giant clock that tells us the future for certain. No, I'm not about to get weird on you. I've been eccentric this whole time. There's no doubt about it. This gets misused for mysticism. Ancient mystery schools, or New Agers, are waiting for a new age to come upon the earth because the people at the top, the kings and their high priests, these masters of the ancient mystery schools, even since antiquity, these people at the top have known that this age will end. And indeed, they know that our age is nearing its conclusion. And so what happens here, and they know all of this, is a concept known as the rise of the phoenix. From the ashes that will be the destruction at the end of our age, they know for a fact that something new and more powerful is sure to be born, and they want it to be them. Which is what the ancient mystery schools attempt to teach them how to do, how to rise from the ashes as something stronger and much more powerful than what burnt down. Because it is all going to burn down. This they know, this we all know. The elements are going to melt with a fervent heat. What rises from those ashes will rule the whole world, which is something they have not been able to accomplish and cannot in this age, nor in any previous age since the flood. That is what the ancient mystery schools teach about, is how to attain that world before the flood, reigning as gods on the earth, like the Anunnaki, or the Egyptian pantheon, or the Greek pantheon, or the Roman pantheon, or the Chinese pantheon, or the Norse pantheon, or the Hindu pantheon, or the Germanic pantheon, etc. All the nations have these mystery schools, all of them. The first one started in Sumer, the second one was in Egypt, the third one was in Babylon. This is the knowledge that enabled these people to become emperors and have empires to begin with. How do you think they accomplished these things? They have knowledge. That's what empires are, kings trying to rule the whole world. A concept that has grown larger and larger, kings accomplishing more and more of that as history goes on. Is it not so? It ain't called World War III because it's local. Empires are clashing here for control. This is a story that started real local right around here and spread the whole world over. Started right here, but as history repeats, it gets bigger and bigger, repeating this same story that plays out over and over. Now it's the world over. Why do I say it started right here? Well, the first empires were Sumer, Egypt, and Babylon. The ideas, along with the knowledge and the abilities to make empires, started here and spread from there. One story of a phoenix rising from the ashes started right here, and as it repeated, as history goes on and repeats itself, that story got bigger and bigger and bigger. World War III is just the same story over again on a worldwide scale. What's the phoenix that's about to be reborn from the ashes of World War III? Jerusalem. Just like from the ashes of World War II, the nation of Israel was reborn. From the ashes of World War III, they will rebuild Jerusalem. The capital of the whole world. I'm dead serious. When I tell you it all kicked off in this ancient location we now call Jerusalem, I mean to say it's all coming right back round to it. Our current age started right here in about 100 AD. That's right, we're about 2,000 years in. And it is drawing to a close, and then it will be born again. A new age is sure to come, as previous ages have come and gone. And so NASA, Operation Paperclip, the Nazi scientists have been obsessed with this all along. The stars, Just like the Catholic Church was and is obsessed with it. Just like all the empires have been obsessed with the stars and what they're doing. Not just placing extreme importance upon the stars, but also trying to rule the world, you see. Same time, these activities are intertwined. That's why they're studying the stars, to rule the world. That's what's happening. And not just to tell the future. The stars aren't merely a calendar in the sky. That's not all they do. The furthest flung stars in the universe interact with the earth. All day long, everything in heaven is exchanging data with the earth. exchanging. That's a two-way street right there, uploading and downloading from the heavens to the earth all day, every day. You don't believe me? You got a lot of reading to do. Don't take my word for any of this. Nothing I have said in this video is out of my own mind, even a little bit. Because, wait, how could it be? What's in my mind that I put there myself? I digress. Because if I put it there, where'd I get it from? Never mind. There's a lot to be said for studying the stars, and not just their patterns or their movements. But pertaining to this giant seasonal calendar in the night sky, World War III is right on schedule. Which is what I was saying when I told you the fellas at the top aren't the ones who scheduled World War III. They're not the ones in control of the world events. They are participating, trying to take advantage, trying to use their knowledge and their ancient mystery schools and the movements in the sky and everything that they know to gain the advantage, to be themselves the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Which story is just a distorted misunderstanding of what's actually going on here. These people in all their knowledge are blind, deaf, and dumb. They don't get it. They are working out their own destruction here is what they're doing. Yeah, God put it all in the night sky and then blinded them to it because of what their hearts truly desire. You see, they don't want to rule the world because they love you. You see, it's not for love that they want to be Emperor God on earth. No, it's for themselves. I don't care how benevolent they say they are. While they're trying to rule the whole world, come on now. Now, according to the story told by the heavens, they are waiting for a king of the whole world. It's just that they all keep trying to be him. The Greeks told us of the philosopher king, a rather heavenly man. This would be like King Arthur in the mythology of the Britons. I'll skip telling you the whole list, but all the nations are waiting on this fella, their Messiah, their King of Kings. And they all know that when the heavens align, he'll show up. You think I'm making this up? I am not. This is why they're studying the stars so heavily. This is how the wise men from the east knew that Jesus had been born. They saw his star. Where did the wise men come from? Elam, Babylon, Sumer area. And just like the stars tell the same story year after year as they progress through their courses and through the courses of the sun and the moon, the story they tell in their courses is the history that repeats on the face of the earth. It plays out from the heavens to the earth just as it's told. And they might know the story. They might have all the details, except they've never seen it all line up perfectly. So even though they might have it all written down, they've never actually seen what's written down actually happen in the heavens. So that when the story in the heavens keeps repeating and it's all so close to the real thing. It's always so close. The repeating of history is just the revelation of Jesus Christ playing out over and over and over on the earth. And it's always just almost. Not quite. Antiochus Epiphanes? An Antichrist. Nero, he was an Antichrist. Schmittenheimenschmidt, that fella was an Antichrist. All the details of those stories were real close, but no cigar. So, and this doesn't just happen with the elite, it happens with literally everybody everywhere on the earth. Everywhere. Keep seeing this story play out, maybe you see it in the heavens and you're like, oh, this is it! Because it keeps edging closer and closer, but still no cigar. But each time it edges closer and runs round again, everybody loses their head. Here it is! This must be it! Look at it all lined up so perfectly! Except nobody's ever seen it line up perfectly, so you don't know what that looks like. Everyone everywhere keeps making the mistake of saying, look, it's lining up perfectly. Look, we don't know what that actually looks like. We'll know it when it happens, though. They know the story either way. There is a king coming to the earth from the heavens. It's happened before. It's sure to happen again. But even with all their knowledge, they are totally blind to what this actually says. There is a king coming to the earth from heaven. But before that happens, a naughty prince, a usurper, is going to show up and claim to be him. The fellas at the top are all going to fall for it. They're going to worship this fella as their king. Some of us know better. When the king shows up, everyone will know it and there will be no denying it. There will be no need to sell it to anybody. And he will bind that prince, the devil, hand and foot and throw him into hell for the first time. But mark my words and watch and see that by treaties signed after World War III, Jerusalem will be rebuilt, the street and the wall, even in troublous times, and the temple too.